Question number 16. Using fields from the suppliers table, create labels which show only the records where the company name contains Tawara are sorted into ascending order of company name. So here in this question, we are supposed to create labels. As we do for reports, first we create query. Similarly for labels also, first we have to create query, and then after creating the query of that query, we will create labels. Now from this first question, we can understand that our first at this field we need company name. Even though some fields are not mentioned here, we have to guess from here, from this question. We have to identify from the question. Using this selection, produce labels which are arranged in 2 columns and 4 rows with 8 labels to the page with the page in portrait orientation. For example, each label size 99.0 mm wide and 67.7 mm high. So like we have to make labels with 4 rows, 8 labels on one page, okay, in 2 columns, like 2 in 1 row, 2 in another row, like this we have to create. So only the fields company name, address 1, address 2, town, postal code and telephone in this order, each on a separate line. So these all fields we need company name, address 1, address 2, town, postal code, telephone, so we'll start here. In this I have already imported the tables in which that those fields are there. So now we'll directly move to query. First we have to create a query. So for that, click on create tab, query wizard, simple query wizard, and then whatever fields we want. The first field we want here is company name, then address 1, address 2. So first will be company name, address 1, address 2, town, postal code and telephone. Town, postal code and telephone. These all fields we need here. You can just check in other questions like if any other field is mentioned. So these all fields we need here. And okay, so now here we'll create a query for this. Next, next. And if you want, you can change the name of the query from here, but I'll keep this here as it is and finish. So we have created query here with the fields which we need in the labels. Now we'll see how to create labels. Query is created. Let's see if any criteria is applied. Sorted into ascending order of company name, that will do in labels part. So till here this part is done. And now close this query. Save. Now in this reports group itself, you will find this labels option. So you just have to click on this labels option. As soon as you click on this labels option, this dialog box will appear. Just check the measurements which are given here. I think it is 99.0 mm wide into 67.7 mm. So let's find out this one, 99.0 into 67.7 mm wide high over here. So after that, click on select dimensions. Next, you can select the font or font size, whatever formatting you want, if they have mentioned any specific formatting in the question. But here they haven't mentioned any formatting, so like we'll keep as it is. If you want, you can increase the font size little. Okay. Next, and now in this part, what we have to do is we want 8 total labels, 2 in 1 row, like that. So now this fields in the same sequence we have to select one after the other. First will be company name. This supplier code is table name. Company name. After that, enter. Then address 1, enter. Address 2, enter. Like the town, postal code and telephone. Then town, enter. Postal code, enter and telephone. So all the fields which we need in the labels we have selected. Then next, Now sort by. Do you want to sort any specific field in ascending or descending order? I think here they have mentioned are sorted into ascending order of company name. So select company name. By default, it will sort into ascending order. Okay. Then next, give what name would you like to give to your report? That means labels like approved supplier. So this only I will create here approved suppliers and then finish. So here we have created labels. You can see 8 labels on one page in portrait orientation and 2 in 1 row like this, and this is the print review. Now I'll just close this. This is what print review. And one more thing they have mentioned, include a center align heading approved supplier in a larger font at the top of each label. Now how to do this? Open this labels in design view, and here I will select all these fields. Select all fields and just shift these fields down. Just shift a little bit down and here, so that there is space up to give the name for that label. Approved supplier we need, and take one label here, drag it and type the name. Approved supplier, it should be bold. They have mentioned here in the larger font. So select this layout and bold. You can increase the font here and it should be center align. Center align. Just read the question again. Enter a center align heading approved supplier in a larger font at the top of each label. Have your name, center number and candidate number on the left at the bottom of each label. At the bottom of each label we need our name, center number and candidate number. So we can add that over here, this label, and one more label I'll take over here at the bottom of each label. Okay, so label and your name, center number and candidate number over. Yeah. So now just view this in print review and check. See here you can see that heading is at the top. It is little bit large font and bold, and 8 labels are there on one page, and even name, center number and candidate number is visible. So I'll save this. I'll just make it bold so that we can change the font of this in format. Mm, okay, fine. In larger font at the top of each label so that it is highlighted. That's it. We can increase one more font over here. Select the label so that this formatting option will be activated. Given this label, okay, so this is done. Now click on home tab, view and print link. So here in this way we have done with the labels section, and in the same way you have to take print out of this.